Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to episode 2 Q&A Ask Me Anything. If you like this video, please click that like button. And, please consider subscribing. Come on, please. Yeah, just hit that subscribe button. Yeah, just go on. I know you want to. There you go. There you go. And if you don't have a YouTube account, just make one up. It's free. Subscribe to me. Make sure you hit the bell notification so you get a notification anytime I release a new video. Okay, thank you very much. Let's get on with it. Okay, before we get started, before we get into the Q&A and all the questions you guys have, I just been asked for a couple shout-outs. Got 2 shout-outs here. Okay, the first shout-out is from Kristen. Shout-out for Alan. So here's Alan.
Nice day today. Who's that, Alan?
Alan!
No, I don't think you need me.
Second shout-out is for Melvin Thomas. Great guy. You should go check out his Instagram. I'll put a link down into his Instagram down below in the description. All right? Thanks again. Got a couple questions from Lisa Leclerc. Lisa asks, what kind of wildlife have you encountered? Well, I've encountered lots of wildlife out here in the wilderness. I've seen lots of bears. And although I don't really see bears anymore since I've been with Xena, but she's been along with me. I don't know, maybe they smell her or something. A few times she's given little barks, so it probably scares them away, so I never see them. See lots of deer and lots of chipmunk, squirrels, of course, grouse. Seen a wolf twice. That was kind of freaky, and that was before Xena. And I remember hiking along, and the wolf just passed by along in front of the trail. And second time was kind of the same thing, and just passing by on the trail about 50 feet in front of me. And then last time we were out here on a hike out, saw a moose. First time ever I seen a moose out on the trail. And that kind of freaked me out, because bears, I'm not worried about bears anymore. I used to be the first few times doing this. And then after a while, I kind of got accustomed to it, and I realized the bears, like, I've had so many encounters with bears, and they've all been good encounters, nothing bad. And they don't bother me anymore. They don't scare me like they used to. She also asked, does Xena ever alert me to anything or chase off after a squirrel or a chipmunk? Well, yeah, as I said previously, she does alert me to anything. Like, a lot of times we're in the tent, she'll give a little bark if there's something nearby she smells or something, and probably has scared it away. And yeah, she tries to chase after squirrels, rabbits, chipmunks. Actually, in fact, I just saw a chipmunk just run past a little while there. She perked up and looked, and I'm not sure if she's seen it, because she didn't really try chasing after it. But she'll try to run after it. But I keep her tied to like a really long line in camp. We've got a 20-foot line plus her leash attached to that. So she's got about 26 feet of line. She's free to roam around the whole campsite. And so sometimes, yeah, she'll try running, but then it gets to the end and she sits there and just eyeing it up. Lisa's last question is, have I found any cool finds? Like anything somebody's lost, or any cool bones and stuff like that? Actually, yes, I have. I have found, coming a long time ago, it's been there for years, and I don't remember seeing it there the past couple times, is deer skull at around near Sawyer Bay. So we'll be hiking through there day after tomorrow. I'll have to keep an eye out, see if that deer skull is there. And yeah, that was pretty cool. And deer antlers. I've seen deer antlers and all kinds of bones and stuff. And as for anything that somebody has lost, yeah, I've seen a few things. I remember I got the Xena's water dish, the collapsible bowls. There was once we were hiking up to the top of the giant, and hanging off a tree was a bowl just like hers. And the one of her bowls had got a hole in it on that trip. So I just grabbed that bowl, and there you go. I just replaced her bowl. And also found once just a gear loft, they're called, hanging from a tree. You got the gear loft, they connect into the tent, and you can hook it up just to store extra gear. And I grabbed it, and then I just ended up throwing it out. But I just took it because it doesn't belong on the trail. Just kind of, it's not right. And at first I thought maybe I'll use it, but then decided not to, and I just ended up throwing it out. Oh yeah, one other cool find that I discovered here was at Lightning's Bay. When I was on the group hike. You know the Thunder Bay Rock group? They got that Facebook group. They hide painted rock. The paint rocks hide them for somebody to find. They either can keep it or re-hide it. Well, once I found at Lightning's Bay at the campsite there was a painted rock there. You know, I'll throw a picture in here of that. But that was very cool. And the one guy I was hiking with, Robert, he asked, hey, could I take it to the... He's from the States, so he asked if he could take it back to the States and he'll re-hide it on the Superior hiking trail. So I thought that was pretty cool. So he took it there and stuck it somewhere along the Superior hiking trail. And Toots on the trail. He asked me, do you ever plan on doing any fall or winter camping? Ugh, winter, that's cold. Actually, this October, I think I might do an overnight camp here at the Giant. I really like to do it in October, get all those fall colors. And I've actually been thinking lately about doing some winter camping. I'm actually thinking about getting snowshoes. So I'm probably going to order some snowshoes off of Amazon or something. And I'm going to give it a shot. But yeah, I think I will. Thanks for the question, Adam. And Adam also asks, if money weren't an issue, what gear would I be willing to replace, upgrade, or try something new, and what would those options be? Okay, so I have been slowly replacing a lot of my gear to more better quality gear, and if I were to replace anything right now, it'd probably be my sleeping pad and my sleeping bag. Yeah, I think those would be the ones I'd replace. And replace to what? I'm not sure, but probably the air pad would probably be a Thermarest pad, and the sleeping bag, not sure yet. Something a little warmer, and especially if I'm going to do a fall or winter hike, I definitely need something warmer. And anything I would try something new, hammocking. I try some hammocking, and not sure how that would work with Xena yet. I really want to try it sometime. But right now, I love my tent. I love the tent. But yeah, hammocking would be nice. And what kind would I get for the hammock? I'd probably go with a Ridge Runner, War Bonnet Ridge Runner, because that's the one I hear the most about. It seems to be the most popular. Anyways, thanks again for the questions, Adam. Alex Milani asks, what kind of movies do I watch out there? And what would I recommend? Well, I don't watch movies out here. Nothing. When I come out here, I like to get away from all that stuff. And like the most technical stuff, the most stuff I do like with that is just with my phone, like filming videos and making my own videos. The only movies I watch is when I'll late at night when I get into the tent, I just work on editing videos, footage from the day. There's actually once, I knew it was going to be raining all day, one day while I would be out here, and I actually transferred a copy of Solo, a Star Wars story, onto my phone, and I actually did watch that in my tent while it was raining. So, other than that, no, I don't watch movies out here. Mike asks, what was your greatest moment ever on your hike, and what was your worst moment ever? Okay, greatest moment. This is a tough one, but I like this question. Greatest moment. There's a few, but I think the greatest moment would be the first time I ever came out here. Is when I hiked the top of the Giant Trail, and I hiked out, came out, hiked along, got along the back, and you see all out along T Harbor area, beautiful views, and you hike over towards the front. When I stepped out to the edge, and there's a cliff, and I looked to my left. It's like, yeah, that's cool, and everything. And stand there for a while, enjoying the view, and then I turned around, and looked to my right. I was like, wow. You see, that's where you see the whole formation of the giants. You can see, look down, seeing the chest and the head down there, and that was an amazing view. And then when you get over to the gorge, first time experiencing the giant, it's probably the best. Another best moment was hike last year in with the group hike with Robert Pelton, Adam Madge, Jeremy LaCroix, and Cassandra Furman, and Brianne and Grant. It was different. I usually do this solo, but being with all these other people was awesome. And the worst, probably again on my first hike out here. Very first time doing it. So inexperienced. And I think the worst was my first night out here, because I got this cheap little tent. It was so small I couldn't stretch my legs straight out. And it was like being in a coffin. And plus I had got this little, just a sleeping pad, like a foam pad. And I was so uncomfortable all night. I hardly slept all night. Plus I was paranoid and scared to death of bears. I was just like, oh my God, bear's gonna eat me tonight. And I eventually got over it. After a couple of years, got over that fear of bears a little bit more and more. And now I sleep soundly at night. Now I got better gear and I sleep more comfortably. But yeah, I guess that would be the worst. All right, thanks for the question, Mike. Another question from Alex Milani. Who takes care of Xena while I'm at work? And what are her favorite toys? She's got a lot of toys. And I think her favorite is probably her squeaky balls, which we have here. I bring 2 squeaky balls every time we come here at the Giant. And who takes care of her while I'm at work? Well, Joan does. Joan's at home all day, and so Joan doesn't really have to do much to take care of her. Like, Xena does her own thing there. And, I mean, if she runs out of water or food, Joan will feed her. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for the question, Alex. Donna asks, do you have to get a permit when camping in the backcountry here at the Sleeping Giant? Yeah, you do. Here's my permit right here. So, yeah, you gotta, like the main campground, you gotta pay there. I can't remember how much it is. I think it's like 35 to 40 bucks. But in the backcountry, it's only 10 bucks a night. And you can camp anywhere. Like, you don't have to go, they don't assign a specific spot like at a main campground. You just hike in, and there are designated spots to camp. But you can go just camp wherever. Like, I'm camping here tonight and tomorrow night, and then I'll be continuing on my hike, camp over at Sawyer Bay. And yeah, so you have to pay. But here, like camping in the backcountry, it's only 10 bucks. And it's so much better than camping in the campground. Donna also asks, have you seen any blueberries or edible mushrooms or these strawberries in where I hike? I've seen mushrooms. I don't know if they're edible or not. And I don't think so. And there are a lot of berries out here. I'm not sure what kind of berries they are. They're just little tiny red berries that the bears will eat those. I've never seen any blueberries or strawberries here. But the only berries I really see are those little red berries. Thanks for the question, Donna. David Garner asks, if it's raining, what do I do to pass the time? Well, I just sit in my tent, and like I said earlier, I'll watch Solo that one time. But I'll just sit and work on editing video, all the video footage of stuff like this. I'll just work on that from my trip video. I'll just edit it together from footage from that day. As for how I keep my phone charged, this guy right here. It's a Blue Hive power bank, and it is 21400. I think it's called MEH, the measurement of it, and it's a pretty hefty thing, and I can charge my phone up to about 6 times. If I go on a really extended trip, I got 2 smaller ones, and they're like the size of my phone, and each one can charge it 1.5 times, so I can get 3 charges with those 2 little ones. And plus then I have 6 for this. Plus I keep my phone off, like turn it off at night, and I keep it on flight mode during the day because there's no reception out here. So it'll kill the battery quicker if I don't put it on flight mode, because it's trying to find a signal. But yeah, that's how I charge it.
Thanks for the question, David.
Okay, that's it for episode 2 of Q&A, Ask Me Anything. If you got any more questions for my next one, which will be about a month from now, just leave them, drop them in the comments below, and stay tuned. All right, thanks again, everybody, for watching, and don't forget, please subscribe. Thanks. Yeah, and by the way, I filmed this Q&A from this table that somebody made while out here. They collected up a lot of driftwood and stuff and just piled it up and made this little picnic table. That is awesome. Awesome. Okay, thanks guys for tuning in.